How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. This movie was a blast.
Yeah?
A real blast.
Cool.
And I have to ask right off the bat, you've worked with so many kind of sacred texts, whether it's True Grit or Romeo and Juliet or Ender's Game. It means a lot of things to a lot of people, and it means different things to different people. And I wonder if you approach a character with that in mind, if you know, like this Scott Card's Ender's Game is as sacred to you, the text, as maybe Shakespeare, or do you just kind of like avoid that and embrace the script?
No, I think it's important to realize that. It sort of adds a, you know, level of, I'd say, interest. It sort of makes you respect it more because it's so well respected by so many people all around the world. And you are able to sort of open your eyes and see why other people love it so much. And I had such a great time reading this story, sort of going into it looking for the reason that people loved it so much, and I found myself not even looking, just enjoying the story and realizing what it was that everybody loved about it. So to be a part of it is amazing.
The character, Petra, is in a lot of other books. She's in the Shadows books and everything like that. I'm wondering, do you consciously avoid that stuff? Do you consciously avoid getting too deep into the series, maybe reading ahead, because you don't want it to enforce the story you're telling now?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting approach. I always find it interesting when you're doing an adaptation and some actors choose not to read the book because you're given a script and you're telling the story of the script regardless of how close or not it is to the book. I always find that it's, you know, with Ender's Game being so faithful to the book, you're able to look to that as an extra couple hundred pages of reference. So I think for me, it was enough to sort of have just Ender's Game to look to, and Gavin and everybody around me to sort of just focus on telling this story.
Gavin seems so, every time I see him in interviews and stuff, he seems so wildly enthusiastic.
Oh man,
and full of energy.
Totally.
It's almost the complete opposite of the Coens, I imagine, which always come across to me as introspective and very, does that change the way you address a character maybe, or the way the performance comes out?
Yeah, I'd say I feel like on most of the films I've worked on, the director definitely sets the tone.
Right.
I remember shooting True Grit and going to set and being either very nervous or just really excited, and being able to sort of just kind of keep that in and just go to work, you know. But with Ender's Game, it was just so much fun, and again, Gavin is so wildly enthusiastic, like you said, and so passionate that was very contagious, and we were all able to sort of catch on and really come together and make it happen.
One more question. So you're currently, or you already worked with Tommy Lee Jones in his movie, right?
I did.
So Jeff Bridges, Tommy Lee Jones, and Harrison Ford, these guys could outperform Gruff more than anybody. Who's the gruffest if you had to choose?
Oh man, I knew you were gonna ask that. Oh gosh.
I'm sure they won't get insulted.
No, they're gonna Google this interview and they're gonna see who I said, and they're gonna find me. No, I don't know. I can't pick. They're all
amazing.
Yes. Yeah. They're all incredible. I've had incredible experiences with each of them that I can't choose one.
Right. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to choose one either. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time.